The challenge that they spotted in 1986 or before is the genesis of CSB is before us today.
One night when he was working late, he walked out and somebody was sleeping on the grate. And that just wasn't the way he envisioned life in Columbus.
He grew up and felt very fortunate to grow up in a community where it was unacceptable for anyone to go without food or shelter for a night. So coming to Columbus, really, he didn't think that as a community that we should have any different standard than the standard that he came from.
We were all raised with the, if you have more, you give more. If you have more, you do more. And that was just it's a philosophy we're trying to pass down.
The goal is to end homelessness, and yet the demands seem to keep increasing. I grew up kind of hearing that phrase. He just wanted to fix it, He really had a hard time saying no, and somehow felt the responsibility for the town along with his good friends, and felt like, if they don't do it, who will? When we started this organization 40 years ago, we were just making sure people had a place to stay. And now we are at an evolutionary point where we want them to have a place to call home. And that is really a focus on how do we house people for the long term.
There has been pivots during crises like the pandemic, where we start to use motels and other resources to find a more dignified solution to housing people.
Really, our focus now has evolved to ending homelessness, and we know that the most significant way we can do that is embracing, growth, particularly in focusing on the supply crisis we got going on right now in our community.
It's not enough to find 1 or 2 or 5 nights of shelter for somebody, that you have to find a sustainable way for them to live.
We have to have a deliberate, very strategic approach to make sure that all of our families have real care regarding housing and the need to make sure that we're having wraparound services.
Right now, we are over 200,000 units down of affordable housing. So that makes it pretty tough at every level. And so in order to eliminate some of those gaps, we have to make sure that the resources that we have, that we are coming together and getting the most bang for our buck.
The Shelter Board and its partners really worked so well together to ensure, at a time that they already do a great job, making sure of the importance of nobody being unhoused for even a single night.
It takes all of us coming together, stacking hands, that we have public investment, that we have nonprofit and philanthropy, that we also have our private sector bearing the responsibility to make sure that everyone has a safe place to lay their head at night.
CSB is not out there on their own. They're not doing us a favor. They're an extension of us serving our people. And when I say our, I mean the city's people, the county's people, the region's people, the private sector's people, the downtown people. They are serving our people. And so it only works if everyone sees themselves in that work.
Van Buren does a wonderful job. You definitely are supported from the moment I felt supported, the moment I walked in the door, to the moment with the keys in my hand and a future before me.
What happens to one of us happens to all of us. We are a community. This could happen to any one of us tomorrow.
I call myself a dream igniter because I got my dreams lit up. So that's where it is. And to give back, we all need to know we're not alone. And once you know that, you're going to make it.
What we are called to do based on our mission and based on our founders is to do the work that maybe we will never see
that the completion of that work that we're doing the right now, that the return of that will be for our tomorrow. And I am convinced, I am immovably convinced, and I am unapologetic that building out a better shelter is not the solution. That we must have housing that is diverse, that is representative of and reflective of this community.
If this 40th anniversary is a case study of anything, it's that 3 people, 1 good idea, can make a hell of a difference. It's 3 can do almost anything. And so my hope tonight is that each of us are finding the place that we can grab a spot in this work or related work to be able to make a difference and find our partners and our trio